Live. Welcome back to the stream, everyone, for day 35 of Vibe Coding an App Until I Make $1 Million. Let me do a couple things on my end to get the stream up and running, but welcome back. Today we are locked in, and we made a ton of progress yesterday. So let's go over the dashboard, and I'm going to give you guys a quick update on what we actually did yesterday. So if I go over to platform tools, what we were working on yesterday is we were working on some of our tools for the YouTube, essentially YouTube automations. So we created a YouTube title generator. So here's what that looks like. So let's say that I need to create a title for a video that is a how-to video on how to use GPT-5 Codex. Basically, you submit this, and it's able to create a unique title for you. So really useful. J35, welcome to the stream. So here's that title generator. So how to use GPT-5 Codex. 5 tips to master GPT-5 Codex for effortless coding. So titles are pretty good. We'll improve it over time, but that feature is looking good. And then we have this description generator. So then, for example, we're able to take, let's say we want to take one of these titles. This one looks good. So then we can go over to the, oops, clicked on Instagram. We can go over to the description generator here, and we can pass this in. And I'm just going to say create the title for this video. And it's going to be able to create the, or actually I actually sent title, but the thing is the system prompt should actually catch that. Ayub, welcome, let's go. Welcome back to the stream, everybody. But we made a lot of progress yesterday, and as I mentioned in our Discord, if you haven't joined the Discord, there's a link in the description down below. But we do have a plan now for marketing View Creator, and the goal is we have to launch View Creator before October 1st. October 1st is the launch date that we're looking for. So we only have, I think it's like less than 10 days now to actually get View Creator launched. And then we actually have to start running advertisements. And just as an example, this morning I woke up early as normal, and I was working on actually setting up the advertisement accounts for View Creator. So now we have ad accounts for X, we have an account for TikTok, we have an ad account for Instagram and Meta, and we have Google Ads that we're going to be running. And what we need to do is we actually need to start polishing up the main site. So I know that we haven't really finished out all the tools that we want to build. Like, I know that we're for sure going to build more tools, right? Like, hey, that's obvious. We're going to build more tools on View Creator. But right now we have to kind of weigh the fact that we need to get to launch. We need to launch our MVP. So if we look at the actual site, right now the site is like very incomplete. Also, if you guys are just joining the stream, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. It actually has a big impact on the algorithm. So if you guys tune into the stream daily, please make sure that you actually support by hitting the like button and subscribing if you haven't already. But yeah, here we go. I'm gonna say live right now. Shoot something over in the Discord. But yeah, thanks for joining in, everybody. Always good to see people joining in. All right, let's see here. So yeah, so we have to update this for sure. We're gonna have to update the website and kind of polish it up, but we're gonna have to change a couple things as well with, hey, we need to target specific keywords. So if you guys remember yesterday when we were using SEMrush, we targeted things like YouTube thumbnail generator, for example, YouTube thumbnail generator, and we actually found the demand for some of these tools. So if we look up YouTube thumbnail generator, you know, it's got 1,300 searches. And something that where we left off yesterday is we actually left off working on the YouTube transcript generator. And this, you can see the demand is off the charts, 18,100 searches per month, which is just absolutely incredible. So we're definitely going to be working on this. Here's the document that we were working on with some of the other tool ideas. So we had a YouTube thumbnail generator, YouTube idea generator, a YouTube script generator, a YouTube hook generator, a YouTube keyword generator, a title generator, a description generator, and a transcript generator. And you can see all the data. SV stands for search volume, and KD stands for keyword difficulty. So there's all sorts of tools that we can actually choose from. But what we have to do now is we have to move forward. And the way that we're going to move forward with View Creator is that we actually have to get the product launched. And that means that we have to decide, hey, which products, which tools are we going to kind of focus on that are going to be our MVP? Should we focus on just maybe a YouTube suite and start with YouTube and get those tools polished off? maybe polish up our agent, just because I think that the agent logic will be good to demo, or the templates. You know, if you guys remember, the templates were the first thing that we started working on. We do have to work on this to make sure that it uses that new edit endpoint. Dan, welcome to the stream. Dan said that you should add placeholders for feature ideas with a similar UI card to your live features. Add simple functionality that counts the number of clicks, which pops up a coming soon modal. That's actually a really good idea. Yeah, that's a great idea, Dan. Good to see you, by the way. So yeah, Dan has a great idea, and his point is essentially, hey, you know, we have something similar to that, but he actually emphasized don't even have coming soon. Essentially, have it where it says launch tool, and it'll count to basically so that we have in the back end how many people are clicking on to actually use that tool. That's a really interesting idea. But with that being said, I think we just have to focus in on, hey, what do we want to do today? How are we going to move forward today? And I think something that will help position us for launch is if we polish up the actual main site. So we now have a small suite of actual platform tools. And I think that the best thing to do today, at least to get started, is to take what we did yesterday and now actually work on the home page of the website and think through our branding and marketing and start crafting a website that people will be able to go to and actually convert users. So I don't know what you guys think of that. Drop a comment or a chat and let me know what you guys think. Let's see here. Okay. But yeah. So that's what I'm thinking about doing today, because we also need to go over to, let me pull this up. If you guys are familiar with the Google Search Console, so right now, if you look up View Creator and actually see the competition, there's some competition here. And the reason that we're not ranking #1 is because we actually have not gone through the process of getting a sitemap uploaded to the Google Search Console. So we're going to have to do that. Let me show you guys what this looks like currently. So here, what you guys can see is the actual web clicks and what's driving traffic. So if we do a full report here, we can see, hey, there were a couple clicks here for View Creator, and then if you click into this, you can kind of see, okay, this is where people are clicking. So definitely something to note is that here's what we're at in the data so far. But if you go down to sitemaps here, it's very important that you add a sitemap, because sitemaps are what allow Google to then index your website. So without a sitemap, Google doesn't do as good of a job at crawling your site, because what you can do is, for example, if I go over to BridgeMind here, I have a sitemap uploaded. So the sitemap for BridgeMind.ai is here, and what it ends up looking like is you essentially create it with Next sitemap, and then this is what Google Search Console then has access to. So it then is able to easily send the web scrapers out to this sitemap page, which has access to all this, and is able to better index and rank your site. So that's what we need to focus on. That's just an example, but if I switch back over to View Creator, you can see we don't actually have a sitemap like that yet. Zippy Zach said lists all the routes. Yeah, so a sitemap, what it'll do is you actually can generate it automatically. So if I go over to View Creator here, in the build process for View Creator UI, if I just go over to View Creator UI and then I run an npm run build, actually, hold up, you guys can't see this. So if I run npm run build here in the terminal, I actually think that this is going to fail, but if you guys notice there, yeah, it's going to fail just because there's errors in the linter. But I want to draw your attention to the first thing that it said when it started running that process. Let's see here. It doesn't, you can't see it. Maybe if I pull up the BridgeMind project, you guys can actually see how it works. But basically what it does is when it runs the build process, it actually generates the sitemap automatically, so you don't have to actually hard code this. There's an npm package called Next Sitemap, and what it does is it loops through all of the pages on your site and is able to generate this sitemap automatically. Lucas said, hey man, how's the agents feature going? He missed a day or two last time I saw it. Wasn't really generating relevant images based on the description. Yeah, so we're going to revisit that. We made a breakthrough on, what was it, day 33, where we actually learned out why it wasn't generating the relevant description. The reason that it wasn't generating relevant images is because we were actually using an incorrect model. So we were using a model called, if I pull up Fal AI, I can show you guys an example. If I pull up Fal and I go down to this here, you can see recently used. I'm just gonna emphasize this. So Nano Banana Edit versus Nano Banana. So Nano Banana is a text to image model, and then Nano Banana Edit is actually where you can then provide reference images. So originally with that agent functionality, we were using text to image, and we weren't using the image editing endpoint. So we can easily get that agent feature working if we switch over to this new endpoint. J35 said you should close cursor window for a while, open view creator in full screen, and next few minutes explain view creator in your stream and cut that part of vid and use it as a vid demo on the landing page. Yeah, I definitely want to do demos, but when I do demos, J35, I'm going to spend like actually a lot of time. I'm going to get really serious about it. Obviously, you know, if you guys have been following along, I do have a decent skill for speaking, and I don't know, I'm getting better and better at it as I do this. So when I do the demos, I actually I am hiring a video editor right now. So if you or anybody that you know has video editing skills, I do need a video editor. So what I'm gonna do is I'm essentially gonna record demo videos for View Creator, and I'll actually post them all over the internet. And like I said, you know, we do have funds now. We have a decent amount of money to spend on marketing. Actually, something I'm gonna do real quick here, guys, is I'm gonna add text onto the stream down here, and I'm just gonna say, I'm just gonna, so we're on the road to 3,000 subs right now. I'm gonna put it down here. All right, if you guys haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so, because we're on the road to 3,000 subs, so we're getting close. All right, let's see here. Why am I getting the wheel? Oh, I have way too many tabs open, I think. All right, hold up, guys. I gotta do a force quit. Oops. All right, hold on. I gotta fix something on my end here. I've just got too many tabs open. It's taking a ton of memory on my computer. Let's see here. Okay, so we're gonna have to update this website. So let's just go one by one. I'm actually gonna remove the waitlist. Let's go over to Grok Code Fast here, and I'm gonna remove the waitlist. Please take a look at the home page of the website and remove the logic associated with the waitlist. Please replace the join waitlist button with a start free trial button. All right, so I'm gonna do that. Because we're literally gonna launch this in like less than 10 days, so might as well just remove that for now, since it's, you know, we're gonna be launching here so soon that I'm not worried about having a waitlist. I just want to launch. So. All right, Elon is, all right. What was I thinking? There we go. All right, so we're gonna use GPT-5 high fast there. But yeah, we need to work on a lot of different things. So we do have this blogs feature, and we'll use blogs to target a lot of the keywords that we know exist. So what we're gonna do is we're literally just gonna go down here and we're gonna open up an Excel file. And what we're gonna do with this Excel file is this is gonna be our Excel file for keywords that we're gonna be targeting. So a couple keywords that we know are gonna be, for example, YouTube transcript generator. And then another one is going to be the YouTube thumbnail generator. And then another one is going to be the YouTube title generator. And then another one is going to be the YouTube description generator. And let's start with those for now. But essentially what we need to do is we need to target these keywords in blogs. But the problem is that our blogging system, we're not going to do seeding. We're going to approach it with a different strategy. So you could do seeding, but instead of seeding, I actually have a different strategy for that. So we're going to focus in on the logic of getting this tools page really polished up to the point where, for example, it actually, like if I click view all tools, right now there's a couple things on the website that are linking to the dashboard, and we're going to need to fix that. All right, so let's close some of these that we don't need anymore. Close this one, close this one, close this one, close this one. This one we're working in. Here's Codex. Let's not use Codex right now. Take a look at the tools page. Right now, what is it? It's well, this needs to fix real quick. There we go. All right, start free trial. All right, that's good. So what is it? If we go to tools, it's view all tools. So maybe we could create like a tools list page, and that page, the view all tools button links to the dashboard. This is incorrect, as I want this button to link to a new page called, what should we call it? Maybe like all tools, or maybe tools list. And this tools list page should just be exactly that. A list of all tools. Okay, there we go. Create this new page and update the button. All right, so that's gonna link to a new page. And then something that I found is, like, for example, if I go to and click like Google SEO generator, it all links to this like dashboard generator, and we need to fix that. Oh, tools library, that's actually a much better name for it. Yeah, J35, thank you. Tools library, that's a good idea. Let's interrupt it. Yeah, tools library, I like that a lot better. All right, perfect. All right, so tools library. If you guys are just tuned in, haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. Okay, so let's close out of this, and we're actually going to open up a file that I want to show you guys and break down, because I know that there's a problem with it, and I just want to break it down and see, hey, what do we actually need to prompt it with so that it'll change. So let's open up. It's called platform tools, and essentially you have this object that has platform tool metadata. And in this, you have all your tools listed, and the problem is that you have an href here, and the href is fine, right? But the problem with href is that it's linking to the dashboard. So you can see roots, app, platform tools, YouTube thumbnail generator. And the problem with this is that, for example, if I click on one of these, like YouTube script generator, right now these are all linking. These are all incorrect right now. It's all just going to the default app tool root. Albert, what's going on? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. All right, so let's go out here. So it's going to create a new tools library page. So that when I go to tools, I can click view all tools, and it's going to take me to that page. But then we also need to fix this route, because on the front end, what we're going to do is we are going to create an actual like hard-coded page for every single tool that we create. So for example, for YouTube thumbnail generator, we want an actual page in our website that uses a bunch of SEO strategies to target that specific keyword. Because as we know from, for example, our keyword research, keywords like this, YouTube transcript generator, have a bunch of demand and not a ton of volume. But the thing is, they have a bunch of volume and not a ton of difficulty, keyword difficulty. So what we're gonna have to do is we're going to have to come up with a strategy to actually target these keywords. And when you're targeting keywords, you need to do your keyword research, and then you actually need to have a strategy in your website to then target those keywords. So for example, if we wanna rank for YouTube transcript generator, which has all this volume and searches per month, what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to actually build an SEO strategy behind it. So the strategy that I'm going to implement in this stream is we're going to implement a strategy where each tool that we have is going to be actually driven. It's gonna be data driven. So for every tool that we know people are searching for, like YouTube transcript generator and YouTube thumbnail generator, we're then going to obviously build the tool, but then on the website, we're going to have a page on the website that puts that long tail keyword in the meta description, the meta keywords, the meta title, H1 tags, H2 tags, and then maybe in the content of the page like 15 times. And what's gonna happen is that because we're targeting that keyword so heavily that we're going to rank for it, and then hopefully we'll rank like top 10 and we'll get organic traffic coming to us. But then on top of that, we're also going to be targeting this keyword in our Google ad campaigns. So this is, you guys are gonna learn a lot. If you guys wanna learn about marketing, this is gonna be a pretty good stream for that, because we're thinking through that a lot now since we're launching in less than 10 days. J35 said, how many tools do you plan to launch MVP with? Well, right now, I don't have like a set number of tools. I think that we'll kind of play it by ear, but I think anywhere from 5 to 10, and we should be good. So right now, I mean, I think we're good to launch now. If we really wanted to, I mean, I'd rather validate and, get this up and running and get some revenue in here, because like I said, once we get the revenue, it's going to drive a ton of traffic on YouTube. It's going to drive traffic to all this stuff. So I'm really excited for this. So let's see here. So we need to update the platform tools constant for sure, because there needs to essentially be 2 hrefs. There needs to be an href for the website information page, and then there also needs to be an href for the app, like to the actual tool in the app. So we have this tools library. So let's think through. Please take a look at the platform tools constant. Right now there is an href key, and the problem with this is that there is a difference between the href on the website and an href of the actual tool in the dashboard. So for example, there needs to be a website href field, and there also needs to be an app href field. And on the website, it should use the website href field to link to the pages respectively on the website for this. Okay, so we're gonna add in essentially 2 hrefs for that. So let's submit that, and it should, let's just see what it does. Nemo said, love from India. I'm a college student. What is your recommendation? AI tools for vibe coding, and also can you tell which one to get the pro version of? Yeah, so welcome to the stream, first of all. Happy you're here. Recommended vibe coding tools. I would recommend Cursor right now in terms of flexibility of like, hey, when new models come out, for example, whether it's a Grok model or a Claude model, you're gonna have access to all of them, and Cursor does a great job at being able to give you access to these tools relatively quickly. So that's pretty nice. And then also like the pro feature for Cursor is, it gives you like a decent amount. I use Cursor Ultra, that's because I work on so many projects and I work a lot, so it just does depend on your usage. But if you're like a medium user, I think Cursor Pro is all you really need. And then you get access to all these different models. like Grok Code Fast 1 is out on Cursor. I would say that Cursor is also just incredibly fast in general. For whatever reason, it's really fast. Codex is not as fast as Cursor. You can use something like Codex Low and it's okay, but it really just depends. It really just depends. So now that that's done and working, let's think through, hey, for each of these pages, for example, what do we want our route to actually be? It'll probably give us a good idea. Oh wow, they give you a free, J35 said that apparently they give you a free year of the Cursor Pro plan if you're a student, if you're a college student. That's pretty cool. If you guys are watching and haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. All right. All right, this agents page isn't great. We're gonna have to update this as well. All right, so platform tools getting updated now. All right, so it says, okay. Yeah, happy to help, Nemo. All right. Let's see here. So I'm not seeing, so here's website href. Let's see if that worked. So that link to the tools library. Let's go view all tools and then go to here, tools library. The tools should have links to their website href. All right. So we're gonna get this linking to respective pages on the site. So let's click here, see if it did it. No. Let's use this, turn off max. Make sure that the tools are in more of like a list instead of like cards that wrap, and make sure that each tool actually links to its respective website href. Update the platform tools.ts file to ensure that each tool has a website href that links to a respective website href routes.ts. For now, update the routes.ts file as well as the platform tools.ts file to create these new routes and create these new references. All right. Let's hope that did a good job. For some reason, GPT-5 was missing there for a second. Oh, oops. All right. Looks like I dropped the wrong link into this, all right, so we need an update. There we go. So drive, website, href. All right, tools, YouTube, thumbnail generator. Okay. So let's get started with some of these. So let's do this one. Let's do the title generator. Oh, what do you guys think that we should probably have tools / YouTube title generator, and then all right, let's just start off with this page. Now create the page for this here. Integrate best SEO practices, targeting the long tail keyword in the meta title, the meta description, the meta keywords, and the content of the page. All right, come on, guys, we're going up. Moonport Media, good to see you. How's it going? Moonport Media said that how does the model know what page it is when you give it a local host link? Well, it obviously knows like the actual href. So like if I drop in, for example, this here, it has the the local host, but it's mostly I'm giving it this so that it has reference to this here, the tools / YouTube thumbnail generator, because then it knows, hey, I need to create a tools directory, and then after tools, I need to create a YouTube thumbnail generator. So here, what we're going to see happen in a second is it should create a new directory that we're going to see come in below template here, and it's going to be called tools. And then inside of tools, it's going to put this YouTube thumbnail generator.tsx file. So that's what should happen here. If you guys are watching, haven't already liked the stream, make sure you do so. Also, let me know what you're up to in chat. Guitar Dan, I haven't seen you in a minute. How's it going? Guitar Dan, we've been going up. Yeah, been grinding. All right, so here it is. That's kind of cool. It like made it red. All right, so let's see if it followed that correctly. So yeah, you can see it did exactly what we needed it to do. If you guys look over here on the left, you can see it created that tools directory, and then it created the YouTube thumbnail generator page, which is perfect. Thanks, Guitar Dan. Yeah, we've been we're getting close. We could hit 2,700 subs today. So if you guys haven't already subscribed, we're actually only let's see here. We are 17 subscribers away from 2,700. So if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do so, because I think we're gonna hit it in this stream. So let's go, guys. Moonport Media, you're doing refactoring right now? Yeah, it's tough. All right, so let's do view all tools, and then perfect. Now do the same thing with the YouTube title generator. Please create the page for this and properly update the roots.ts and the platform tools.ts file to properly reference the correct page. All right, so we'll just go one by one. We'll go one by one and start hitting this. J35 said that you like how it uses red colors referencing YouTube. Yeah, I like that too. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Create click-worthy YouTube thumbnails with AI. That's badass. Honestly, Sonnet just nailed that. Nemo said, do you think you can vibe code something similar to anime.js? I actually don't know what that is. All right, so YouTube title generator going in. And you know what we're gonna do is we're just gonna create pages for all this. Okay, I'll look into it, Nemo. So, yeah, that's pretty good. You know what's always interesting is to see, like, so you have YouTube transcript generator, and then try like YouTube transcript generator free to see how many people are searching up the free. It's like YouTube thumbnail generator. Oops. Let's like try this. All right, so there goes our YouTube title generator. We just went in. So let's now go back out and try that. Okay. I liked how you made the thumbnail generator page. You use red for YouTube. Could you do the same thing with the YouTube title generator page? Guys, we are grinding. We are in the basically the deepest part of the grind that there is. The part where results are showing, but they're not like crazy yet, if that makes sense. And we just have to keep it going. Here's our red coming in. I like that. Let's see how it looks like on the white mode though. The light mode, because the default is light mode. So if we go over to tools, view all tools here. That looks good, yeah. I like that. Yeah, looks good. All right, that looks good. All right. Now create the YouTube description generator page and update the roots and the platform tools files accordingly. Use the red theme for this as well. Okay. So we're working on our tools here, and we have links to the YouTube thumbnail generator. We have a link to the YouTube title generator, and we have a link to the YouTube description generator, which is going to go in here in a second. And essentially what this is doing is it's going to allow us to absolutely destroy our competition in SEO, because this is pretty much a wide open field. So what we're going to be able to do is we're going to be able to rank pretty high on SEO. Yeah, I thought the red theme gave it a cool look too. If you guys haven't already liked the stream, make sure you do so. It really helps support the channel. All right. Also, guys, I have good news. Basically, we are about to be able to start earning with the channel. So starting tomorrow, I think we'll pass the threshold that's needed for monetization. Just something I thought I'd mention. It's kind of cool. Wait, where'd that other... Oops. There we go. All right, let's go. Mythic just asked, how do you use SEMrush like it says to enter in a domain, but I don't see that on yours. Yeah, so how I use it is, like in the last stream, we had some ideas, right? So we were just putting down like some random ideas, and then we were just doing some searches. But something that's even more interesting is, for example, like if I go down to the SEO portion here, there's this tool called, I think it's the keyword magic tool. And essentially what this tool does is if you enter a keyword, it sucks in a bunch of keywords that are related to that keyword. So for example, for YouTube thumbnail generator, you can see that keyword, but then you can also see all the other keywords that people are searching for it as well. So for example, like YouTube thumbnail generator, you can see that's the one that'll show up first, since that's like essentially the keyword that's used as the base level keyword. You can see search volume is 1300, keyword difficulty, and that was a month ago. So let's see in the past month, has the volume gone up or down? I just clicked refresh to see, hey, what's the actual competition on this? So let's refresh all these. So the competition's gone down 1. This one was at 1,000. And these are transactional. Like the people searching for this, it's all transactional. Search volume is the same there. 480 here. I wonder if the keyword difficulty will stay the same. Let's see here. 49. Okay. Yeah, this is basically like a gold mine. So all these keywords we're going to be able to use in our content. So YouTube thumbnail AI generator. You know, this is a commercial. People want to investigate brands or services. So yeah, people are really searching for this stuff. Okay, so YouTube description generator. Looks like that page is done. So that's done. And lastly, let's create the YouTube transcript generator page as well with the same theme. And essentially what we're going to do is we're going to suck in all the keywords related to this for each one, and then we're going to target it on these pages, and then we're also going to have blogs that target these keywords as well. J35 said that Facebook ads library would be good to analyze what types of ads other people are running. I've never used that meta ads library. Let's see. Ad library. So you set your location and choose an ad category. Search all the ads currently running across Meta Technologies as well. Oh, so I can essentially see what ads people are running. That's interesting. That's actually a really good idea. Essentially like keyword research, but for actual like advertisements that competitors are using. That's a good idea. Okay, yeah, J35, that's a good idea. So what ad category? I'm just gonna do all ads, and then let's do YouTube transcript generator. Not much. Okay, so now we have those at least in to get started. So we have these here. YouTube chapter generator. Let's see. Not a ton of demand on that one. Okay. Okay. I'm going to do something real quick. I'm actually going to change something on my end real quick. All right, let's try this. Okay. So view all tools. Now we have 4 tool pages. Okay. So now let's actually check the tools. Yeah, YouTube automation is good, but that won't be on the tool page. That'll be for like maybe like a separate, you know, baseline page. I don't know. YouTube thumbnail. Okay, YouTube thumbnail, YouTube chapter generator. What do you guys think about this carousel? I mean, it shows how many tools you have, but the tools page now needs to be updated to use the tools for the content. Right now it has a bunch of random tools below the hero image or the hero section. Please update the page so that it actually uses the tools from the page. All right, put this in. All right, drop that in. All right, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, guys. I'll be right back. If you haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. All right. Okay, this is actually great. I love what it came up with. Replace the open workspace button with a start free trial button. Also, black text should not be used on that blue background. Grab another protein bar. Guys, I'm having to keep my head in the game. Can't play any games anymore. Now, please make each link clickable. So for example, YouTube thumbnail generator should be able to be clicked. Also add hover effects so the users know that it's clickable. Crip said that Sonnet is the worst. Every time it gaslights him into stupid code. GPT-5 is better sometimes. Yeah, I like styling. Also, because I'm doing a lot of simple features right now, I'm using Claude 4 Sonnet, no thinking. So it just goes really fast. So we're able to iterate quickly. And it's doing a great job. You guys can see here, it's nailing everything that we're doing. Okay. So, I'm about to teach you guys something that is important, okay? So, if you have your own website, if you have anything like that, I'm about to teach you something about SEO that's critical to learn. On our website, we have to include breadcrumbs on every single page. So, for example, I'm going to show you this. If I go to BridgeMind, and I go to, like, any of these pages, which BridgeMind is kind of incomplete right now, so I would not recommend starting the free trial. We kind of are locked in on View Creator right now. But I have breadcrumbs here for every page, and it significantly improves SEO and site readability by the Google crawlers. So we're gonna have to do something similar. I don't like this. Turn this into a see more and allow it to be clicked and actually show more on that page, not link to the other page. J35 and backlinks are important as well, but backlinks are a little bit different. You know, you actually have to have either other domains that can backlink, which we do in our case, or maybe do a press release. We may do a press release. Okay. All right, we should change this to maybe automation. Yeah, let's change it to automation. Instead of having words like X tools or Instagram tools or YouTube tools, can you please change it to automation? Change the word tools for automation on this page, at least for those headers. So make it YouTube tools instead of, or make it YouTube automation instead of YouTube tools. If you guys are watching and haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. All right, so there, J35, there's that keyword that we worked on. You know, we know that that's a pretty solid keyword, so we're going to swap that out so at least we have some strength there. Okay. Okay, so YouTube, Twitter. I now need you to create pages for each of these. So for example, I mean, should it be a YouTube automation page? Create a page called YouTube automation. create a page called X automation, create a page called Instagram automation. And for each of these pages, make sure that you actually use the theme colors for that platform. So for example, YouTube red, Facebook blue, etc. Update the routes.ts file to add these new pages. Okay. All right, guys, we're getting close to 2,700 subs. I think we'll get there in this stream. All right, so automation page for YouTube. That way, on this, so tools, I put tools up here because it's a short word. So I don't like it when my nav bar gets too too long. So tools, agents. Maybe we could change that to AI tools, Okay. I mean, that looks fire. I don't like this text on the screen. All right, let's see if we can actually, using AI Studio in Google, using Nano Banana, can we create some good looking images for the website? Let's see. So let's go down to tools. And actually, let's go here and let's create a new index.tsx file. And what I want to do is actually want to just paste this in here. And then I'm going to delete this tools file here. Just so that's the best practice there. So now if I go to like tools, it should, yeah, if I go boom, boom, yeah. All right, so let's try this. The code and content for this page and create the marketing image in the site for the YouTube automation section. Oh, this song's fire. If you guys are vibing with me, make sure you drop a like, subscribe. Jose, yeah, not even this much. We're gonna launch before October 1st. So if you guys are watching, we are about to take it up to the next level. All right. So maybe we can generate the images for AI with AI using this. So generate this here. This is what I mean. Place this with an actual image. Don't write the code. I want you to generate the image. All right. If you guys are watching, haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. Oh, here it is, right here. Ah, no, I didn't want it to do that. Jawad, I hope I'm not butchering your name. How's it going? He said, what a title. Yeah, I mean, we're on day 35. We are committed. As you guys who have been watching for a while know, you know, this is the real deal. We're not going to give up easily on this. So, you know, if you guys take the time out of your day to watch me, to help me, like some of you, J35 is always really helpful. Jose's been helpful. A lot of you guys have been helpful. You know, then, in my opinion, it's my duty to live up to my promise, to my goal. Now update the button for each link to actually link to that respective page. So YouTube automation, where it says view all YouTube automations, that button should link to that page respectively. Yeah, Jose, we're going to. All right, put the temperature at 0.1 M. It's creating like a hero section, which is, I don't know why. Not very good. Like, I don't want it to do that. I want it to create literally an image. Or maybe we just do, literally just drop in like the logo or something like that. I used a lot of tokens. Start a new chat. Oh yeah, you're right, I did, didn't I? All right, but we have this automation page now. Yeah. Yeah, good point. This looks freaking sick. Let's go. All right, so now you guys can see that we're really expanding the marketing of the site to actually have a complete and robust enterprise level site. Okay, so automate your YouTube success with AI. I like that. What about the one for X? What's that look like? Because I wanted it to use the, you know, the actual theme. That's the X theme. All right, I'll do a new chat. That's a good advice. Create the remaining pages. Make sure you actually use the theme of that network. So, for example, Facebook should use blue. All right. Yeah, thanks, Jose. Yeah, it is fire. Yeah, we're going up, guys. If you guys haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. We're going to be launching View Creator here soon, so we're really just getting started. Mythic asked, when using auto and cursor, do you know what model it's using? I don't use auto a ton, just because I have a good feel for the models. I like to actually have a little bit more control. I don't like to use auto that much. Okay, here's the Instagram one. I mean, it's all right. Jose, that's a good idea. Yeah, it is a good idea. All right, I don't really like this hero. This hero kind of like sticks out like a sore thumb. So we'll fix that. Also, guys, something I want to show you. We are 11 subscribers away from 2,700 subs. So if you haven't already subscribed and you're watching, now is the time to subscribe. We are only 11 subs away. So let's hit that. I think we're going to hit in this stream. So let's go. I don't really like this song. I'm going to skip through this one. This one's good. Crip just asked, what is your background in CS? Yeah, that's a great question. So a lot of you guys already know on stream, but I come from a finance background. I started programming as a teenager. Started with Python, but I got really into it when I was in college. I actually dropped out of college to pursue software engineering and entrepreneurship full-time. I dropped out to start a startup called Bright Choice. At Bright Choice, I wrote 2 million lines of code in less than 6 months and launched an online therapy platform. We scaled the platform to over 30 therapists. We had a marketing team, we had accounting team, it was sales team, it was the real deal. I since moved on, but I worked there for over a year as the co-founder and CEO. Okay. All right, this is starting to look a lot better. Definitely want to update the hero image here, the hero section. Looks like the, what was that? The TikTok just got dropped in, Facebook as well. Check out the Facebook page that made. That's not in yet. What about, oh, it's automation. That looks terrible. It's like a dark gradient. I don't like what you did on this page. Please review how I can barely even see TikTok. You need to change the styling of that. gonna change that up. All right, Google just got dropped in. Let's check it out. That's all right. Moan just said, what was the hardest lesson you have from your most recent app? So definitely the hardest lesson in general that I've found is your marketing strategy. And you know, there's a lot of people out there that can build a lot of different tools, but the question is, do you have the full, do you have like all the experience that you need? Do you have all the tools in your tool chest to be able to create a successful product? And one of those things is marketing. So as you guys know, we're about to begin attacking marketing like crazy. I despise the hero image of the tools page. Please completely update it, significantly improve it, come up with a way better hero section. All right, we're gonna redo this essentially. All right, let's see what it comes up with. I haven't tried UGC creators yet. Is there any like good resources that you have to get into like a network? Because I know that there's like Discords and stuff where, you know, people can do that, but I haven't tried it yet. Mythic just asked, when people say marketing, how do you market your product really well? Like, how do you know someone's doing good marketing? So I would say it's good marketing when you really understand your data, and then when you actually have a structured plan. Oh, that looks not great. It needs to be much more compact. It needs to be much more compact and visible on a singular screen size or viewport. Please make it compact. Right now it overflows 100 VH. Please update it respectively. Posted app. What's this? Posted app. Oh, cool. Viral content marketing platform. All right, so it says only pay for top performing content. Stop wasting money on content that doesn't convert. Pay only for videos that perform. So basically, generating fresh content ideas and managing creators can be challenging. With Posted, creators compete to craft the most viral content for your brand hassle-free. That's pretty cool. Oh, wow. This looks really interesting. So basically, this looks like a platform where you're able to post essentially like a contest, and then the people that get the most views get the payout, which is pretty cool. Nice, Jose. Yeah, I'll have to look into that off stream. Let me bookmark it. All right, I just bookmarked it. Yeah, I'll check that out for sure. That looks like a great idea. Thank you. All right. I don't like the SVG background that you created. Also, there's just too much going on. For example, all the gradients and the buttons, it's just too complex. Please make it more simple, more compact, and follow the theme of the app. All right. Okay, I'll check out WAP. Or, I don't know, let's see that. WAP. Nah, this one's pretty interesting. All right. If you guys are watching and haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. We're working on View Creator, which is an AI-powered social media platform where you're able to create viral social media content in seconds. Right now, we are launching in less than 10 days, so we're gearing up our website to actually be used and essentially so that we're ready for launch. All right, that looks a lot better. Yeah, I like that much better. Right now, across my website, when I highlight text, it turns the text black on dark mode. This is incorrect. Please review this logic, find out where this is happening, and update it. Moam just asked, did you build the workflow in NAN? Actually, we got a decent prototype working. I may get into that in this stream, and I'll show you guys agents, but the biggest breakthrough that we had this week was that we actually learned a key thing, which is to use edit tools when you're referencing images instead of text to image. So instead of using text to image, you use image to image and you drop in reference images. Rob, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Okay. Oh, man. Let's see here. Sorry, music stopped. Okay, so Followers Fight Club said, what kind of MCP are you using? So I use the Stripe MCP, and then I also use the Playwright MCP. All right, this is looking a lot better. All right. Please take a look at the footer. Right now, it is now outdated because it has a bunch of random pages on there that don't actually exist. Take a look at it and update the footer to actually be accurate for our application. Make it simple, but remove links that don't exist. All right, do that. All right. So if I go down to see more, I can see more, see less. Start free trial brings me to start free trial. I have a question for you guys in chat. If once this gets released, who is willing to actually, be essentially like, are you guys gonna buy a free trial and try it out? Just curious, like, are you guys interested in being early adopters, or what's your thoughts? Nacho Gonzalez said, use the web search tool on Cursor AI. You can activate it on the @ in the top left corner on the Composer text box. So where is that? The @ over here? Yeah. And you activate web here. Yeah. Is it something you actually activate, or is it per... Let's see here. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, nice. Okay, thank you. Past chats, rules... Okay, cool. Okay, awesome. Thank you. You guys are freaking clutch. Moam, I'm gonna launch and we're gonna test it with feedback, so... Life Without Life asked, as a startup with a limited budget, how do we handle API costs if our app gets flooded with users? I worry it will drain our funds and prevent us from serving customers, especially with prepaid API. Yeah, that's a good question. So, like how I do it with View Creator is I have it set so that, for example, there's margin in the amount of credits versus how much I'm going to spend. So, for example, if it costs me, 5 cents to create an image, it's going to cost the end user like 7 cents. To use the service, essentially. So I have a 2% or a 2 cent margin on that creation. Ayush, yeah, thank you. Okay, let's see here. Maybe we should just do like the logo for each of these. Like we don't need a super complicated Yeah, so to answer your question, I have a lot of DevOps experience. So I usually don't use AI for DevOps just because your infrastructure and your network is one of the most important things. So I usually build that custom. Okay. Please now take a look at the agents page, which is outdated and does not follow the theme. Update it now to implement the theme that you've been implementing up to this point and use the proper context from the application, like what does our agent tool actually do, and please describe to the users how it actually works. Okay. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to start a poll. I started a poll, and essentially the poll is, will you sign up for View Creator free trial, yes or no? Let me know. Fix that highlighting issue. All right, right now, there's 6 votes to the poll. 83% say yes, 17% say no. If you guys are watching and haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. All right, not a big fan of the footer that it did, but that's all right. Okay. I don't really like this, but that's all right. All right, let's do a quick npm run build check. Sure we have some build errors. All right, so I'm gonna say run npm run build in the UI and patch any errors without breaking. Okay. Someone I just had an idea of, what's the Instagram bio generator? Is that something that people use? Oh, wow. We just got one, guys. Look at this, Instagram bio generator. 1,900, keyword difficulty is only 32. Definitely want to add that one to our list here. So, I don't even know why I just thought of that. It just like popped in my head. Instagram bio generator. All right. So basically, I'm using SEMrush. As you guys know, in the search volume on it is 1900, and then the keyword difficulty, what was it, like 32, right? So pretty low keyword difficulty. Yeah. I mean, look at that. Cost per click is only 78 cents. I've been in industries where the cost per click was $20 a click, which is just absolutely insane. All right, so I'm gonna end the poll at 10 votes. So if you haven't already voted, will you sign up for the View Creator trial? Let me know in the poll. Right now, 75% of you say that you will. Also, guys, we are only 9 subscribers away from 2,700. So if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do so. We're getting close. Okay, so Instagram bio generator is one. I mean, look at all these different AI bio generator. I mean, you could easily rank for these. All right. All right, let's actually create that. So Instagram bio generator. Right now we're still making some updates, but we'll go here. Oh, TikTok username generator. Oh my gosh. Holy. J35. You're right. All right, let's build that. It's like the freaking gold rush out here, guys. That is insane. That's actually one of our best finds so far. 2,900. And then the keyword difficulty on that is only 19. So we could easily rank for that. We could rank #1 for that. Like right now, TikTok username generator. What even shows up? Couple. Font generator, name generator. Interesting. Open the page for it. Traffic is US. Yeah. Yeah, wow. Yeah, good find. All right, Nano Banana doesn't work for that. Yeah, J35 is insanely clutch. Moam said, what's your pricing strategy? So we have credits. It's a crediting system. Hold on. It's making updates and stuff, so we're getting those refresh issues. But if I go to the pricing page, what you guys are going to see, we have a basic plan, pro plan, ultra plan, and it's all credit based. All right, I'm going to end our poll. 75% of you are saying that you'll sign up for a free trial. It's awesome. All right, another internal server error. We'll get to the bottom of these. But yeah, that's a good one. TikTok username generator. TikTok, what about TikTok bio generator? That one's not in as much demand, but still a thing. What about YouTube bio generator? YouTube name generator, what about that? Oh, that's a big one. YouTube channel name generator. We just found another one, guys. YouTube. I mean, this is like a gold mine. It's literally a gold mine. Oh, J35, that's a good one. That's a good one. J35 just said maybe a domain name generator. That's actually really good. I bet that one's huge. Hold on, let's input the data from this one real quick. YouTube name generator. All right, YouTube name generator. Search volume is 8,100, and the keyword difficulty is 38, which is low. Okay, that's great. Okay, so let's try another one. Domain name generator. Decent amount of demand for that one though. Look at that, $4 per click. That's pretty high. Okay. TikTok username generator. All right. So it looks like that was a success. J35 might get a job offer once we start hiring. Nacho said children name generator. That's hilarious. I bet that's actually huge. What? That's surprising. Okay. Okay. All right. YouTube name generator. Okay. Let's add this as a tool. I now want this added as a tool, and I need you to create a page for it in the tools directory. All right. So we're gonna do the YouTube name generator. That one will be easy. How big was that script generator again? Decent. High competition. I wonder what the difference is between, like, for example, if we do YouTube thumbnail instead of generator, what if we just do like creator? So sub out creator for generator and you get the same volume. What about TikTok username creator instead of generator? Okay. What about yeah, these tools are all going to essentially be like combined. Come on. Please update the platform tools file and the roots.ts file to ensure that I am able to click on YouTube name generator and it routes me to the correct page. AI video generator. That one's got like 18,000, right? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's nuts. Look at the India. Idea research generator. If you guys are watching, haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you guys do so. We are 8 subscribers away from 2,700. Let's get there. Yeah, that AI video generator is definitely saturated. For some reason, when I try and click the name generator, it's not actually that one. That's cool. Okay. All right, view all tools. All right, so now let's start with TikTok now. So let's create the pages for this. Create the pages now for these 2 tools. add them to the platform tools.ts and roots file respectively. So we're going to create these. So right now, what we're doing is we're probably going to end up launching with like 10 tools, maybe a little bit more, but we're just doing some like initial research on, hey, what are the tools that people are looking for? And then thinking through, hey, how difficult is it going to actually be to create a tool like that? Come on. All right, let's drop this in another file, in another chat. All right, we got 3 chats going right now. Cool. Guys, I'm using 78 gigabytes of memory right now on my computer. 78 gigs. I was noticing that I was getting a little bit like, there was like some lagging, but yeah. This is insane. Memory use 77. That's insane. Okay, sorry, I wasn't checking chat. Nacho said that, for example, a boat guide video is viral, so it sends you an email daily with 5 trends like this one. So that's a good idea. No, that's actually a really good idea. Yeah. I mean, I just think that the space, we have to get to an MVP for sure. We have to get to an MVP. So we need to just like create some simple tools. But as we get some revenue and we hire more programmers, we'll be able to expand the functionality of the app. Jose, this is it's a studio. It's an M3 Ultra Studio is what this Mac is. If you guys are watching and haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. We are 8 subs away from 2,700. Let's go. All right. I'll take this. Yeah, Mac Minis are good. I got the Ultra just because, I mean, this is my job, so if I literally didn't have the Ultra right now, I'd be maxed out. 77 gigs of memory. That's insane. The CPU is really powerful too. It's not using much of the CPU, mostly memory. Nacho said that he used it for cursor. All right, let's try the, so TikTok username generator. We'll need to update the page for sure, but Moam, what do you mean? All right, Instagram bio generator. Why can't I click it in here? In the tools library, I'm unable to click on the Instagram bio generator. Why is this happening? I haven't maxed out, Moam. See if that fixed it. Yeah, I did. All right, right now it's just a bunch of AI slop, but we just need to build the framework out for now. All right. If you guys are watching and haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. We are 8 subscribers away from 2,700. Let's go, guys. Remove the launch roadmap section on the home page. That's like nonsense. There's a lot of stuff on here that's not accurate, so we'll need to do like an audit before we launch. Brother codes, that is not implemented yet. Definitely on the list, but for MVP, I don't think that should be implemented. I feel like we should remove the how it works page. Also, maybe instead of tools, maybe this should be called features. I don't know. All right, let's take a look at the an actual tool now, guys. Let's take a look at the YouTube transcript generator that we were working on. If you guys remember, we were working on this yesterday, and we paused. Brother Codes, so View Creator, it has a bunch of different platform tools so that people can automate their social media creation. So for example, if you're a YouTuber, we have all sorts of tools for you to you know, here's our thumbnail tool, for example. Create thumbnails. You can create titles, descriptions, transcripts, names, all sorts of stuff. And essentially, we're just going to throw a bunch of stuff at the wall and something will stick. The styling of this page is terrible. The styling of this page is terrible. Update it to be styled more like the other YouTube tools pages in the dashboard. Okay. All right, we're updating the styling of this, and then we're actually gonna have to take a look at the functionality as well. Fix this error. That's much, much better. Much better. A little bit weird with the outline, but it's all right. Okay. Okay, that's much cleaner. I just like that look. Okay, so literally I can upload something. Let's test it out with like a short video. What's this one? I think this is just like some random thing that I did. Oh, shoot. Make it so that users can drag and drop their media files into the input section and upload it that way. And by the way, we're using Whisper for this. Let's just try with this. Let's do, yeah, let's try this one. So uploads, puts it in queue, processing. And this will create a YouTube transcript. But apparently it's failing, so. Why did this fail? And can you please update the API to fix the error? No, what do you mean? Okay, so I think that it did not support the MOV type. Yeah, so if I... Yeah, now it doesn't allow me to do the MOV. So it's because in MOV... Look at this one. Alright, let's try this. I've heard of CodeRabbit, Prince. I haven't used it. All right, so this one stopped because we reset the API during it. But this one did complete. Create a page where users are actually able to click into one of their transcripts and it pulls up their, I guess, I don't know if I want to do that. I mean, we could easily do that, but I don't know if I want to do it. But you guys can see the transcript here. Okay. That's okay. Gritty, I do think that cursor is the best right now. You got the speed. You can choose other models if you want to, which is nice. All right, let's go to layouts. Something I want to do is I want to integrate those breadcrumbs. Something I now need to integrate the logic of is I need to integrate breadcrumbs on each page in the layout. So right underneath the nav bar, there should essentially be breadcrumbs in the left corner for each page. Think deeply about the best practice of how to do this and then properly integrate the update. All right, breadcrumbs help us with indexing. How is the cheaper plan on cooldown? What do you mean? Perfect, let's go. So you guys see what I did there? All I had to do was update the website layout, and now, wait, hold up. This page has it. Javier said that he changed from the $200 max plan on Cursor to Claude Code on $100. You get like $800 worth of tokens on that $100 plan, yeah? I'm not a big... Claude Code's a little bit slow for me, personally. I never want to use automatic breadcrumbs, like automatic generation. I only want to do custom breadcrumbs on each page. Remove the logic of automatic. I want more control over it. All right, guys. I'm going to call it today for the stream. I only wanted to do about 2 hours today. We just passed 2 hours. So thanks for tuning in. I'm going to be back streaming on Tuesday. Obviously, I'm going to be working offline on this. Like I said, we're going to be launching in the next 10 days. So the next 10 days are very critical. Next stream, we're going to be grinding. We're going to be much closer to launch. And it's going to be really exciting when we launch this, guys, because we're going to be putting some serious cash behind our marketing campaigns. So that being said, have a great rest of your Sunday, and I will see